Hi, my name's Jed, and this is Write Better. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline follows teenager Wade Watts on his search for an Easter egg in a huge virtual reality game, the discovery of which will lead him to inherit a fortune. It's a fun, action-packed read, but one thing that stood out for me when I read this novel was how much I empathised with Wade. I truly cared about him finding that Easter egg. On the topic of empathy, Larry Brooks writes, "Think about the books you love and the characters that star in them. The reason you love these stories is because you feel for the character. You get him. You empathise. You invest yourself emotionally in the reading experience." This got me thinking, how can writers create empathy for their characters? According to the Cambridge English Dictionary, empathy is the ability to share someone else's feelings or experiences by imagining what it would be like to be in that person's situation. There's tons of ways to create empathy for your protagonist, but my favourite method is this. Give your hero a strong goal. To show why this works, I'll analyse how Ready Player One uses Wade's goal of finding the Easter eggs to create empathy for Wade. To do this, let's break down the 4 key elements of this goal. Number 1. The goal is strongly desired. Wade's drive to find the Easter egg is so strong that he doesn't leave his apartment for months, barely sleeps, and spends almost all his time inside the virtual reality game where the Easter egg is hidden. Okay, so he's serious about his goal. How does this create empathy? Well, the more strongly a hero desires something, the more tension is created. This is because as a person's desire to accomplish something increases, the achievement of this goal becomes a greater part of that person's identity. Failure to achieve this goal, then, will be psychologically damaging. Strong goals, then, lead to a strong fear of failure. Failure is a universal aspect of life. This means readers can identify with Wade's fear of failure, because there have been times when readers have also feared failure. This emotional alignment between the reader and the hero creates empathy. Number 2. The protagonist actively tries to achieve the goal. People are defined by actions, not words. If your protagonist just mopes around, wanting something but not taking any steps to achieve it, readers won't have empathy. By contrast, we admire active characters. As Jack Bickham says, interesting characters are almost always characters who are active, risk-takers, highly motivated towards a goal. Having an active protagonist creates empathy, because readers admire characters who drive the plot. This is certainly the case with Wade. He stops at nothing to find the Easter egg, and his actions constantly drive the story forward. Number 3. The goal is difficult to achieve. Wade is ultra poor, with minimal resources, and has no real-world friends. This makes it hard for him to find the Easter egg, especially when he's competing against a mega corporation with hundreds of players and trillions of dollars. Clearly, Wade's goal is hard to accomplish. Why does this matter? In Story, Robert McKee notes that true character is revealed in the choices a human being makes under pressure. The greater the pressure, the deeper the revelation, the truer the choice to the character's essential nature. Thus, the harder a goal is, the better it is from a storytelling perspective. After all, diamonds are made under pressure. Wade's difficult goal forces him into tough situations, which show his character's essential nature. This lets readers understand who he truly is. And when you understand who someone is, when you strip back a character's facade and bare their soul to the reader, empathy is assured. Number 4. The goal is altruistic. Altruistic means showing a wish to help or bring advantages to others, even if it results in disadvantage for yourself. I believe altruism is the key component of an empathy-inducing goal. Why? Let's consider two scenarios. Scenario A. Your friend wants to make as much money as possible. Scenario B. Your friend wants to raise money for charity. Both goals are similar. However, because the second friend's goal is more altruistic, you want them to succeed more than the first friend. This is also true in Ready Player One. The megacorp competing against Wade also want to find the Easter egg. However, they want the egg so they can control and monetize the world's biggest virtual reality game, a selfish goal. By contrast, Wade wants to find the egg so that he can keep the game free for everyone to enjoy. This is an altruistic goal. Because of this, readers empathize with Wade, not the megacorporation. Plus, because Wade's accomplishment of his goal will improve others' lives, readers want him to succeed more strongly than if his goal wasn't as altruistic. This alignment of the reader's desire with Wade's desire creates empathy. There are a million ways to create empathy for your protagonist. Giving protagonists a compelling goal is one of the best ways to achieve this. Unlike using a cliched trope such as making your hero an outcast, a cripple, or an orphan, a goal-based method is adaptable to just about any kind of story. Done right, empathy won't just make readers feel for the character, it will make them be the character. And I think that's something that all stories should try to achieve.